Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flippin' foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All the own chillin'. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come
I gotta
from.
hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city.
Facili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo
NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, it's been exactly the kind of start to the season that they were shooting for. They've lost only once in their first 7 games. Can't ask for much more than that. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind and all.
Oh, you've been practicing, man.
Always. You'll see tonight.
I don't doubt it. But I'll be the only one putting on a real show.
Yeah, not a vibe anything, everybody. You better start warming up now if you want to be anywhere near my level.
Always a talking freak. See you out there, man.
We're coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And they played with such...
In for New Orleans. Pondexter comes in for Eric Gordon. And then for Toronto, Larry Sanders is checked in for Patterson. Freak comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. So the Raptors 5 right now. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Sanders. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's DeRozan in at the 3.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Alvin Gentry. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact a game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
All right, Doris. The 10-footer. And it's Evans missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Valanciunas passes to Sanders. Here's Freak. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Asha kicks to Evans. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And stolen by Freak. Joseph dishes to Freak. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And it's Freak missing.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The shot's good from Evans.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me?
The shot by Holiday, no good. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooters.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Here's Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Joseph. The shot is off. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. New Orleans on top, leading by just 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive...
A lot of face-up, you know.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time for New Orleans. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Scola. Sanders comes in for James Johnson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And Freak subbed in for Joseph. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Garrett Temple is out there with Holiday. And it's Evans in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And it's Lowry penetrating. Right side, DeRozan. Baseline J on the way. The shot is off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it.
Pelicans leading by 3. And the rejection by Sanders. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Evans against DeRozan. Evans goes in, just 5 to shoot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Lowry passes to Freak. DeRozan on the wing. There's the dish to Freak. And again, Toronto no up.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And maybe shying away from contact a bit too, Greg. I mean, their free throw attempts are also down from the first quarter.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's DeRozan. Great touch on the 16-footer. DeRozan's got 7 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Ring shot on the way. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so that's the end of the first half. Pelicans lead by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Coach Casey, obviously you'll be starting.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half. In for Alexis Ajinça. Pondexter comes in for Tyreke Evans. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Drew Holiday. So for Toronto right now, Freak in a 2-guard. Scola out there with Sanders. Then it's Johnson, and it's Joseph in at the point. He feeds it to Freak. The Raptors rebound. Scola.
And taking a look at some numbers for Joseph, how he performed last season. He was around 7 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
And here's Gordon. And Temple kicks to Gordon. And he gets it to go. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And Sanders, here we go. And he dunks it down.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Temple kicks to Davis. There's the feed to Temple. Davis sets a screen. Temple dishes to Davis. Off the left rim and out.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Johnson, the pass to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Scola. Shoots over Pondexter. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New Orleans.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. 1:29 left to play in the third. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Pelicans. The Raptors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Freak kicks to Johnson. Now here's Joseph. D right on him. And he gets it to go. 6 points for Freak. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Stolen. This is to Freak. With the shot. Here's Sanders. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Some changes for New Orleans. JaVale McGee comes in for Omer Ashik. And Tyreek Evans is subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. And Sanders kicks to Joseph. Back to Sanders. Patterson passes to Freak to the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good off the back of the rim. Holiday with it. Here's Davis. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the replay review.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. New Orleans making some changes here. Omer Ashik, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Anthony Davis is subbed in for Gordon. The Raptors also with a sub. Freaks checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Holiday and Evans comprise the backcourt. Omer Ashik is out there with Davis. And it's Ajinça in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And that sends Tyreek Evans to the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Gordon's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday against Lowry. There's Freak. But they recover it. Over at Ajinça. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Lowry.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to...
It's under my skin.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Here's Davis. And the Pelicans miss again. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And stolen by Gordon. Holiday with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Holiday dishes to Davis. Outside Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Money!
Nothing but bottom for Gordon. He got him falling right now.
Here's Lowry. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Buries it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Lowry is small in size, but big in might. And when he gets going, he can be an offensive force.
Kicks it to Davis. Count it!
Watch out, Anthony Davis has caught fire.
.19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Lowry from outside. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Taking 2 shots.